Yes, top of the morning. Happy Thursday, man. The news by Shanewz, media marketing management agent. Yes, man. Top of the hour, top of the motion. I'm at the desk. Um, so what I'm gonna do for you today, is I'm coming back on. This is something I'm just putting out real quick. I got some big things going on this weekend, right? Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas, right? But I'm gonna do a quick boxing. This is gonna be a quick boxing, real quick recap, some content that I had got that is members only, but I'm gonna remix it real quick and put a couple out on the shorts. Top of the clock, Gumbo. I see you, big dog, moving, groover, Team Shanewz General. Yeah, he's a general. He's a Team Shanewz General, man. A lot of you niggas on this internet are marked out and busters. That's why I've barely been falling back from the boxing, because I really do what I say, whether it was media or my company. And you see my kids taking over the throne with that now with management. But that was 6 years ago, because if you guys been underneath a rock, you guys have, well, not really, because like I said, the boxing internet world consists of goofballs, weirdos, and jealous fans, rodents, and snakes. But 6 years ago, my nephew told you that I was a manager in the making.
Well, stick to yourself, man. You won't let yourself down. Somebody else can let you down.
So sorry.
Jai, how did the connection with you and Jay Prince happen? Did Jay Prince call you one day and say, "Hey, it's Jay Prince"?
And so, all right. I'm gonna sum up the story. Basically, Jackal Fitness, right? One of the guys who, he like a media, all the underground media. You feel me? Go around, So he knew Mike Prince, Mike Prince, Jake Prince, his family. So now, tell Mike Prince about me. Then boom, Mike Prince, he followed me on Instagram. He see all my stuff. All right, cool. We get to the gym. I'm on the phone with him. This is like a week before COVID. You remember when Shakur was supposed to fight the guy who fought Loma? This is right before COVID started. They're supposed to fight like March 13th. I forgot.
Yes, y'all been fooled by the views for far too long, man. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, most of you guys that burn those bridges with me have to stay over there. I'm good. I'm good. God is good. I'm blessed. I just want to say this. If you guys really knew me and knew the things that I deal with every day, a lot of you guys that attempted to disrespect me on the internet, you would never have done that. Because to be honest with you, and shout out to my man Chubbs, hopefully you're watching this. Yo, Chubbs, we all go through things in life. A lot of people battle mental issues, depression, all of that. I've been there myself. Still go through a lot of things. That's why you see me up in the gym. Last night when I was in the gym and I was talking to Percy and Joe and shit, and I was like, yo, I come down here to work out for a reason, because it helps me to release tension and everything. Because if people really knew some of the circumstances and things that I go through, I'm like a wild animal, man. I will attack you, man. I can't really fire my gun up. I like firing my gun. That relieves a lot of stuff, but you can't always go to the gun range. And I'm not upstate New York. Upstate New York, man, you could go in your backyard and all that and get that out of you. Down south too, but I'm on the island. It's hard to do all that. I either gotta go to the gun range over here, over there. I don't have time for all that. So what I do is I go to the gym. I stay in the gym. Beat on a speed bag. I shadow box. But sometimes that just doesn't do enough for me. But that's neither here nor there. But like I said, if you were somebody that disrespected me, and I see you and I press you, just know you. That's what it is. I'm gonna be like, yo, what are we on? You was on the internet on your shit. I'm gonna be like, yo, what are we on? Because I'm really like that, man. like Joe Dini would say, fight mode, right? I be in fight mode. And the Warriors respect me. Real Warriors, world champion Warriors, whose hands are certified and etched in stone.
Guys, and then again, it's been by then. Being loyal, God always bless people who are very loyal.
Yes. Salute, man. Once again, man, this is Jackal Fitness with the champ, Richard Comey. Havoc in the building as always.
We are in the hurt business.
Hey, you know the vibes, man. Thank you, Richard. Congratulations. Bless.
We in the hurt business, man. That was years ago, man. Like I said, a lot of you guys are in the jealous fan zone business, but that's neither here nor there, man. It's all good. You ain't Gumbo. I know. You're a Gumbo, man. You a general, man. You a general, man. You don't gotta explain to me, man. That's why we connected, big bro. Real ones connect, fake ones reject, right? These niggas is fake, man. I don't fuck with fake people. I don't fuck with snakes, man. Snakes that try to trick you out your freedom, trick you out all, I stay away from them types, man. And one thing about the internet just consists of that shit, man. Fake influencers, fake celebrities, all of that, man. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas, man. But this ain't gonna be a long, dragged out live. I wanna get to some quick motion, and then I'm gonna come back on because I wanna do a reaction to something that popped off in LA. I do have active LA gang family members. I really don't like to speak on these type of things, but like I said, I'm distancing myself from boxing, media, content. I still put it out. If you receive it, you receive it, but I'm not gonna be coming on here like this was a whole fight week. If you look at my social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, I didn't really post nothing about the fights and all that. I'm not on that no more. If you're a fan, pay attention to what I'm doing. I've been posting my fighters, my team, people I'm working with, things I'm getting to. So when it blows up again, because it's going to blow up again, and you have always been a jealous fan, just know I'm going to continue to keep popping the sauce, man. I'm going to just continue to keep popping the sauce because I'm doing it right in front of your faces again. And you guys are still talking about views. You're still gossiping. You're still not making moves, man. To be honest, the snakes are all exposed now. The content snakes, man. But let's get over here, right? I want to get over here. I'm going to slide off the screen. Like I said, this is not going to be a long, dragged out live stream. A lot of guys who are channel members already seen some of this fire content that I am about to drop. We got a whole new format over here because see, one thing about what I do and these guys try to do is they're put in position. When you're put in position, you gotta wait, or you gotta be placed in position. When you put yourself in position, real boss, undercover boss, right? You move how you move, right? I'm gonna play some audio from a gentleman that I like, man. Podcast of Soul before I even play this, right? Because this brother said something, right? And I like what he said, right? I'm gonna share this first. Get out of here, right? We go over here. I remember when I started my media company almost 15, 16 years ago, they told me I was aggressive. And I watched this brother post this today. I said, damn, this brother is spot on, right? When you are a boss, an entrepreneur, and which I am, a brand builder, you have to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive. Well, it said, I'm looking, I'm like, what does it mean I'm not logged in? You have to be aggressive. Do y'all see that? Can y'all see this right here? Log in. Let me see, man. What is going on? Yeah, log me in. See, when my kids get to messing with my joint, they fuck everything up, man. So now it's not letting me. I don't know what is going on. Let's go over here to this one. All right, hold on. We get it right. What is going on here, y'all? If this does not work this last time, I might have to just skip the I might have to skip the IG. I don't know why I got kicked out of my account, yeah. That's weird. All right, you know what? Cancel that then. We're gonna cancel that. For some particular reason, the IG account, they're not letting me in my IG account, man. I don't know what's up. I do know what's up, man. You know, yo, it's smoke and mirrors. The sauce has got too spicy, man. The sauce been getting real spicy out here, man. I have no, yo, look, they are really trying to freeze me out my accounts, yo. Wow. If nobody watches me, right? Pay attention to that. How am I getting frozen out of my accounts, right? If nobody watches me. I told you, the internet is smoke and mirrors. It's the Matrix, right? It's the Matrix, bro. It's all the Matrix. It is all the Matrix, man. Right? How do you get frozen out of your accounts, man? I'm trying to do something right now. That you know, that should let you know right there that the numbers are lies, man. Because if nobody watches my content, right? Just pay attention to this real quick. If nobody watches my content, right, which I've been knew was a far-fetched lie, right? But if nobody watches my content, right? Why are they so like I can't get into a certain accounts? They always been on it like nobody watches the content, but then you watch content creators that buy views and all this shit. Not only steal your content, run with it. You watch guys when you go live, right? See, these are all things I pay attention to because you know, like I said, my mind is just different. When you go live, they try to go live, or they'll watch or they try to See, this is that military mind state that I have. Yeah, when they think they figured out your pattern, they try to jump in your lane or jump in the same pattern flow as you. Pay attention to things like that, man. I pay attention to all of that, right? But nobody watches me. If that's the case, why are you trying to go on when I go on? Or why do you feel like if you go on when I go on and more people watch you, you're doing more than me? I pay attention to all of that, man. All right, let me see what's going on. So, I'm about to reset the password. This isn't the primary account, man. This isn't the primary account. There we go. All right, let me see something real quick, man. Yeah, they really like kicked me out of my account. Now I'm gonna log back in. All right, I'm in, y'all. No thanks. Look at this. This shit is getting real tricky. They sent me another email. Verify your account. Your orders just for content, man. You see this? Yeah, you see this orders just for content, right? All this just for content, yeah. All right, all this just for content, right? Look, check this out. I'm back over here. And Consequence, what's going on, good brother? All this just for content, man. Check it out. I'm back over here. I wanna play this. I want y'all to catch this, man. Now the couch potatoes, the dudes that don't leave their apartments and their cribs, this isn't for you. This is for entrepreneurs, right? If you are an entrepreneur, this is for you. Catch this vibe. How is the content looking now, man? Shout out to the chat. The chat is active. Let me get the chat up right here, man. And Consequence, my manager, partner, player, friend. Right? Let me share my what's the name real quick. All right. Now look, I want y'all to catch this vibe real quick, right? Listen to the brother Sean G, Podcaster Soul, real quick, right? Podcaster Soul says something very powerful. That's Big Baby, man. Big Baby going through it. But we ain't gonna talk about Big Baby, man. Glad to see that brother back on the scene. We're gonna go right here to this. That was Jared. Right here. Listen to this brother real quick, man. I want y'all to catch this vibe. All right, this brother was spot on. This is Sean G, Podcaster Soul. Pay attention to what he said.
As an entrepreneur, you gotta be aggressive. You gotta be aggressive.
Smash the like button, y'all.
You have to make things happen.
Smash the like button. You gotta make things happen.
As an entrepreneur, you have to force the issue.
Force the issue.
You have to.
Let me stop that real quick. Yo, as an entrepreneur, you gotta force the issue. You gotta be aggressive. How many of these niggas that you sit around, they're not aggressive, they don't do nothing. It's so obvious, because if you think you could just sit on the internet and be like these guys that been faking jacks, perpetrating, not really popping, you're not gonna get nowhere. That's why I am super aggressive, and I will continue to front on the game, doing no views, because after I break this up, I'm gonna show you a catalog of motion. And you know how I got that emotion? Being aggressive, being assertive, going to take mine. I take mine. Most of these guys sit around, they try to link up with other weaklings. You niggas are all weak because you're not doing anything. And the reason why you're not doing anything is because you are not assertive. You're not out there. You're not even attempting to go out there. And the ones that do attempt to go out there, that watch brothers like myself and others do it, you try to compete with us and look up to niggas that don't do it. And then when you try to compete with us and realize what we really doing is hard, you get mad at us for talking our shit and showing our shit. But meanwhile, you are encouraged and fooled by crash dummies that, like I said, when I get in the room and I get around these guys that I know be copying me and don't give it up to me, you should see how they move and act because they know I'm aggressive and I'm like that.
When opportunity presents itself, man, you got to be all over it. You got to be all over it. There's nothing you gain by being cool.
No.
Somebody calls you, somebody DMs you, and you be like, I'm not going to DM them back too quick. I don't want them to think like I'm sweating them or I'm thirsty, that word y'all use. So I'm going to wait a few hours. That's the stupidest shit you could do. When somebody call you or I reply instantly.
Yeah, you heard that? What do I always say? Serious inquiries only. Why do you think I say that? Because I give people the benefit of the doubt. But like I said, a lot of you snakes in the grass, y'all done burnt that bridge already. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. It's serious inquiries only, man. But shout out to the brother Sean G. Check him out, Podcast of Soul. As an entrepreneur, you do have to be aggressive. You got to go get yours, man. And a lot of you guys ain't going to get yours. What you do is you just get in the way. And if you get in the way of me, I'm just going to step on you. And then you're really going to feel like the weirdo, scumbag, snake that you are, because I'm going to keep continuing to step and step. And with that being said, let me get to this content that I want to get to real quick. And then I'm going to shut this live down and come back on and do my Ann Hefe King Pill reaction, man. Because like I said, this is boxing. I got some big things going on in boxing, man. Shout out to me and my team. We are moving and grooving, moving fighters, man. Serious inquiries only. But let's get over here, man. Let's get over here. Let's slide over here, man, real quick. And I'm going to get off the camera, man. This is for real boxing fans. If you are a jealous boxing weirdo, you might want to get out of here right now. I'm just being honest. Just get out. Because you claim to be a fan. Go find the weirdos that sit around, that organize live streams, that organize gossip sessions, that talk about other men. Go over there because this is real boxing content that I'm about to play for you. This is for real fans that really like boxing. If you don't really like boxing, this isn't for you. Skip out real quick, man. Skip out. And I will not feel no type of way if you skip out. Because like I said, I never considered myself trying to become a big time content creator. That was never my end game. So if you slide out of here, by all means, feel free. But this is for real fans. I want y'all to catch the source and the vibes on this.
Want to come, man, because you know I'm a big fist guy, man. I love to look at guys' fists, right? Oh my God, look at Ken Norton, beast. Look how big his fist is. George Foreman, you know, nice, decent size. Alexis Aguayo, not that big. Jake LaMotta, small fist for a middleweight, man. Not that big, man. Oh my God, Lennox Lewis is a monster. Look at Lennox Lewis's fist, man. Vitaly Klitschko, heavyweight. Look at the size. They both heavyweight. But look at Lennox's. Look at Evander Holyfield is in the back right here, right? Look how big a Lennox Lewis is, man. Massive hand. Tito Trinidad and De La Hoya around the same size. Christy Martin, look, female champion right there. Small hand. Jimmy Lennon, announcer. Juan Manuel Marquez, kind of small hand, no big fist.
How was the content looking now, though, y'all? Yeah, look, and this is for you weirdos and you snakes, right?
Sugar Ray
Fuck
Leonard.
your thumbnails, fuck
Sugar
your
Ray
people
Leonard.
out. Show me some boxing content. And this is history right here.
Marvin Hagler, decent size. Tommy Hearns. These guys have big hands, man. Big hands. Look at Roberto Duran's hands of stone. Big hands, man. Leon Spinks. Michael Spinks will be here tomorrow. I got the tickets. We will be here to see that. Ray Mercer, man. Big Ray. Big hands, man. Heavyweight, man. Kelly Pavlik in the back. Man, this is dope, man. This is dope, man. I had to make this my business, man. Pernell Whitaker, rest in peace.
I talked about doing this and I did it.
Rest in peace. Julian Jackson got a
shout out to the
hand,
whole. I got his autograph.
KO and everything. Look how used that hand is, man. There it is. Look, he's still active. But they enshrined his hand. You know who that is. I got this hand dabbed up next to me. I told you. Big gorilla hand. That's Terrence Crawford right there. Yeah.
How's the content?
That's Terrence Crawford.
Huh?
This is the
How's
original
the content looking?
Madison Square Garden ring right
That's
here.
the original Madison Square Garden ring, man. Real
These are
boxing
some of the
talk
guys
over
that
here,
fought
man.
you already
Snakes
know.
and weirdos over there. Jellyfish fans over there.
Joe
Fuck
Frazier.
out of here, man. You're not welcome.
Cotto Judah. That was an epic one.
You're not welcome.
This is pretty cool, man.
Yo.
I am so happy I came here.
And shout out to my cousin Buddy
Come back
McGurk.
tomorrow
He fought the most
to
rounds
see.
in that ring right there. Look it up for
This
yourself.
was an epic one right here.
Ask him. Hit him up on IG.
Hopkins, Trinidad,
like, yo,
yes.
Buddy, man, your cousin said that you
Jones,
fought the most in
what's
that
her name?
ring right there.
I don't know. That might
I was
be
at
too
many of those
expensive,
fights at the
man.
Hula Theater
That's
and the
signed.
Big Garden. That's the original
the
ring
ring
right
was
there,
one of the
man.
most expensive
Look it up, though, man.
memorabilia. Please do not
Real
touch the
boxing
pseudo.
content over here.
It's giving y'all the history. Y'all know who that is, man.
Yes, the Barclays Center. Remember, he said, Marcus Brown, you are a bitch ass nigga. You fight women. Those are all the guys that fought in that ring.
These are all the guys right here. Look at the guys. Look. Stephen Cunningham.
All those guys
Chad
right there.
Bad News Dawson. B-Hop Roy.
Andre Ward, look at SOG with the Jordan trunks.
Jermaine Taylor. Paul the Punisher Williams. James Kirkland. Shout out to Andre Berto.
Dane Mosley.
James Mosley. Look at Zad.
Amir Khan.
Amir Khan.
Right there, yeah.
Jefferson.
Weirdos.
This ring right here,
real
man.
content, man.
This ring.
You always talking about views.
Oh,
Shout out
right.
to Baby Girl. That's what you want to
Right.
I want to close it with Rain, man. I can't give it all out. You know, that is for my content members, the members only guys. They enjoy those type of videos, exclusive videos. But you know, it is what it is, man. I'll be back on. I'm gonna come back on. I just wanted to put that out. I'm about to chop that up, edit that up real quick, put that out a little bit. I was big on the hands because yesterday I'm in the gym every day, but 15-year-old Big Justin, I call him Big Justin George Foreman. Did you see how big his hand was? I should have. Next time when I'm in the gym, maybe tonight, I'm gonna show you his hand next to my hand. He's 15 years old, man. Big Goliath hands. 15 years old, man. He's coming along, man. He doubts himself a little bit in the boxing ring and in the gym. I'm like, yeah, the skills to get there, man. As long as you keep coming. But he has big, massive hands. He has a big fist. And I tell him, man, once that big fist goes upside somebody's head, they're going to slow down. They'll slow down. You slow them down. You put it to the body, they're going to really slow down. Those are big, massive hands. But how is the content looking now? I'll be right back on, man. But it's not going to be boxing. This was the boxing live. I'm going to edit that up, get that out. So let them try to shadow ban some more authentic boxing content. But yeah, man, those are Hall of Fame hands, man. But how cool was that this guy, right, who I just told you, right, look, let's pull him up, right, this guy right here, active fighter. You see how big his hand is? Look, see how big his hand is, man? Right, the active guy right there, T-Dot. And T-Dot is a Jones. His mother told me that he's a Jones. I think his grandmother, somebody's a Jones, man. T-Dot from the north side of Omaha, man, real player in the game, about to fight Canelo. But this is why I tell you guys, he has a great chance to not only beat up Canelo, stop him. Do you see how big and massive his hand is? I showed you those heavyweight hands for a reason. Terrence Crawford has the fist of a heavyweight. And when that goes upside your medulla, blue, 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 and the juices and berries start getting rattled, you will start to slow down. Just ask Earl Spence, right? Earl Spence slowed down. The juices and berries was everywhere. Blue, 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 blue. You slow as shit. Come over the top of the hook. Blue, right here. Blue, right? That's the jug hook right there, right? Blue. Y'all don't know about punches, do y'all, man? Y'all don't know about punches, but hopefully y'all enjoyed the source. Hit the like button on your way in or out. Share the content. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. Media Marketing Management. It's 15% now, though. For the management, moving and grooving, it's 15%. Should have locked in when it was 10 and you were sleeping on me. You always worried about the views. If I do anything with you now, it is 15%. 15%. Yes, the juices and berries, gumbo. The juices and blue. Yeah, that jerry curl juice is all over the ring. Follow the drip. See, yo, when you sit close to the ring like that, right? Ask WCS. And WCS, I see you in the chat earlier. If he's still in here, WCS has shot ringside fights many times. When you shoot ringside fights, you gotta sign a disclaimer. Right? You sign off a disclaimer because not only do the juices and berries get on you, if a guy gets knocked out through the ropes, and we've seen this many times, and they fall on you, or you are injured, you cannot sue. Right? That's another reason why I don't like really shooting the fights close and being that close. Because with these guys like me, I like to put it on sometimes when I go to the fights, but not no more. Now, if you see me at fights, I'm in sweatpants, I'm in comfortable wear because I'm working. But when I used to go to the fights, I used to like to come fly, clean, get some of those good smell goods from my brother Gumbo, smell all good and shit, right? But when you're that close and the fighters are bloody and sweating, all that shit gets on you. But see, a lot of you niggas that only sit in your living rooms or in your dungeons, in your closets, don't know these things. You don't know these things because you're not outside. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? Yeah, the juices and berries get on you, man. Yeah, when that Jihad Tucker was whooping on that man Scott Lavilli, man, the shit was getting on me. When he was whooping on Nicholas Flays, the fight that he lost, that they said he lost, yo, the blood was getting on me. That guy went to the hospital after the fight. Me and Jihad, his girl, and Molly, we drove home the next day, 9 hours. Jihad didn't go to the hospital, but he suffered a loss that night. Man, go figure. Only loss on his docket. Nicholas Flays, look it up. And really watch the fight. Score the fight round for round. And then if you could come in here and tell me that he lost that fight, if you could show me one of the judges had it 5-3, another had it 6-2. But if you could show me where he loses, it's up for debate, man. You guys talk boxing, but do that yourself. But shout out to Jihad. I think tomorrow, if you guys don't know, major event going on. A lot of guys are popping out. Ring 3, Greenport, New York, Brooklyn, down by the water. They're having open sparring. 2 winners will be on the Canelo Alvarez and this guy right here's undercard in Vegas in September. The 2 winners of that Spawn Wars. A lot of guys is popping out. Word to the sources, I think Jihad Tucker might be pulling up. I think I'm just hearing. I don't know. But hey, what do I know, right? Maybe but a lot of guys is gonna be popping out. Everybody in New York. I think Marcus Brown, Pete Dobson. I seen Jaleel Hackett. My guy would have been there, but we got something else going on. We got a pro debut going on. So I said, you don't really need to pop out and do all that, right? But I think Jihad to be there. A lot of fighters, man. And Jihad really don't need to go, but he wants to go. I know why. Because he wants to step on some things. Because everybody's going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. All the city guys. Club fighters, big time fighters, guys that think they that. Everybody's going to be there. It's open spawn. And to me, it's going to be a shit show. It is what it is. I'm just, I don't, if you don't like it, when you see me in traffic, get at me. It's like I said, if you want it, I'm on it. Real talk. If you on it, I'm on it, man. That's it is what it is. I don't play those games. If you on it, I'm on it, man. But yeah, tomorrow that is 6 to 10. Free entry too, man. Like if you like boxing, right? I will pull up. You're gonna see good fights. Cause they're gonna be fighting. And this is for all the jealous weirdo fans. Guys that try to always tell me Spawn's not fighting. You tell those guys tomorrow that's going there to try to get that deal, to fight on the Crawford undercard, that they're not fighting, they're only Spawn. How does that sound, man? Before I close this live out, do you think those guys are going to be fighting them all, or they're going there to spar? Because the winners is going to be on the Crawford Canelo undercard. So they're just going to spar, right? That's for this bitch ass nigga, and you know who you are. That always tried to discredit everything I do, and you don't do nothing but sit in front of a fucking computer, you fucking coward. Sorry about my language, but that's how I carry it, because I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't. A lot of these guys sit on the internet and they want to disrespect you because they really secretly want to be you. They want to do the things you do. So you tell all those men tomorrow that's going there to spar that they're not fighting, but 2 of the winners will be on the Canelo Crawford card. So does this sound like they're going there to spar, or they're going there to fight to try to possibly change their life and get in motion, in rotation on one of the biggest cards? But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know, man? Huh? What do I know, man? What do I know? WCS said, yes, sir, watch it over. Facts, man. WCS, we was right there. We had the best views of the house, man. You had, WCS shot all the fights that night, man. Yo, man, WCS is, when it comes to media, guys, right, I don't really fuck with a lot of y'all. WCS I fucks with, man. The rest of you guys, you know, you niggas ain't official to me, man. You niggas are snakes, man. But WCS is one media guy that not only will I make a phone call for, right? I will look. I said, I did a live yesterday and I said, don't associate my brand or businesses with people. I wouldn't say that about WCS. But a lot of you other motherfuckers, man, I wouldn't associate my namesake for nothing for you niggas, man. And look, I can make phone calls to get you to the penthouse suites. Yeah, little old me. I can make a phone call. One of my guys right now runs one of the biggest hotels. I can call right now. I put the content out yesterday with my daughters. You see me, balconies, all of that. Yeah, no views, Mr. No Views. Staying in balconies, apartments, luxury. Deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up to the east side. Yeah, I was doing that with no views. Your favorite influencers that do views, stay in those rooms all day. Right? They stay in there. They do their live stream. I just sleep in there. I am working when I go. But I don't even think they stay in those rooms. I don't even think they be having balconies. Man. He said, I hate basement dwellers who try to check me. Facts, man. Yeah, these guys don't do nothing, man. They do absolutely nothing but sit around. They have expertise, opinion. They're snakes, man. But the snakes have been set tripping on each other, man. I did some content on it, man. Not only are they snakes, they're homo snakes, man. Niggas want to get head from one another. Give me some head. Like, what? You just wait. Listen. Rest in peace to Z Black. That's a Z Black move, man. Yeah, when niggas be like, shout out to all the up north booty bandit niggas, man. If you a booty bandit, that's booty bandit shit, man. Wanting to knock a nigga out, then fuck him or get head. Like, come on, that's gay shit. No disrespect. That's what you do. Man. I'm not into that, man. If I want to fight another man, it's not to fight him. Like if you want to fight a man, right? Go to a boxing gym or get it on. You don't say invite that man to your manhood. Like me personally, I'm gonna shoot you in your face. I know I was on a live and dude was like, keep that in the streets. There's certain disrespect you don't do to another man, even if you want to fight him, right? You want to fight him, punch him, put your hands on him. But when you try to violate him as a man and he's a heterosexual man, you want to die, nigga. You want to die because now you're trying to belittle his manhood. Like I think a nigga could take an ass whooping as a man because you're not gonna win every fight. But when you try to violate their manhood, there's no coming back from that. You want to die, nigga. You want to die. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know, man? Can I sneak in with you at 7-Eleven? Yeah, man. Yo, listen. I'm not sneaking in places no more, man. I don't really go out like that, man. Yo, Gumbo, man. Look, Gumbo, respectful. I don't sneak in places, man. I haven't snuck in nowhere since I was a kid, man. Right? We don't sneak in, Gumbo. Yo, when we roll out, we roll like this, Gumbo.
Yo, Zaga, Slime Master.
Yo, man, shout out to Sauce Talk, man. We in books and shit now.
Oh, man, what's that feeling like, man? First press conference, you walking out, the people are noticing you, saying, yo, he's in that book. He's in that book, man. What's that feeling like, man?
You know, it feels good, man. You know, I actually want to get it going for this fight, man. Get it out the way, you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. But, yo, just describe that first press conference, you know, 2 days out. You know, you was on the main stage.
Yeah, we in books, man. We coming out the VIP side entrance. You know, I gotta upload my Abdullah Mason one. I'm walking in with Ak and Barack with security escorts and all that. We ain't sneaking into nothing, man. Or how I carry it, I'm in the stands with the fans, man. Undercover bullshit, man. I'm in the stands with the fans, man. Cause I like to engage with the people, the real fans. You know, the niggas that actually go to the fights and buy tickets. I'm in the stands with the fans, man.
Yeah, introducing first out of the blue corner. Another one. He weighed in at 199.8. Another one. With gold trim. His record: 23 victories, only 3 defeats, 1 draw. 12 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From San Jose, California, Andy and
I'll be wristband up, but I'll be in the stands with the fans. I'll be in the stands with the fans, man. Yeah, I'll be in the stands with the fans, man. Cause I want to engage with the people, man. The real people, not the internet people, man. Like I said, a lot of the internet people, they weirdos, man. They strange. And you know what they say about strange? You strange, you do a little couple things for some change, man. You know, you niggas that do some things for some change, man. Look, you niggas that do some things for some change, man. You know, you niggas that do some things for some change, man. You like some hoes, man. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. This right here. Look, bands that make her dance. Bands that make you niggas that do some things for some change. But yo, appreciate everybody that stopped through, Gumbo and Consequence, Chubby, all the guys, man. I'm coming right back on, man. I'm gonna just chop some of this up. I'll put it out. Cause I gotta do my Aunt Hefe King Pill reaction, man. You know? I'm gonna get on that, man. But this is the Source Experience, man. The news by Shanewz. I was in the gym last night, man. I be in the gym every night, man. We got some big things going. I told you what was going on, but I've been posting it. Pro debuts coming, more signings, more announcements. Big fights though this weekend, man. I ain't really talk about it, man. I'm just staying out the way, man. I'm staying out the way, man. You know, I'm staying out the way, man. Just staying focused, man. Staying focused, man. Well, yeah, man. Don't violate no man, right? Because when you violate a man and his manhood, there's no coming back from that, man. And a lot of you dudes, that's what you love to do on this internet. But just know you're gonna violate and disrespect the wrong man, and it's not gonna be that way for you. It's not gonna be that way for you. Because some niggas don't play those games, man. Some niggas don't play those games. He said I have to cut my grass. Peace out. Yeah, I cut mine already, Gumbo. I cut mine already. I'm gonna get it. Look, I'm gonna get into some. I'm gonna go get me some exercise. That's good exercise right there too, man. If you on here inviting men to your manhood, you don't know about that type of exercise. But hey, what?
Yes, this is Sauce Talk, Showtime Shanewz Midi. Say I got the man himself, Mr. Sugar Hill. First off, champ, thank you for your time. This man needs no introduction.
Sugar Hill on Sauce Talk.
That's right.
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Missy girl.
Hey.
One day you'll get your palate used to that raw fish. Gotcha. What's that? What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach. Love the beach.
This is your boy Jamel Simplify Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplify, salute.
Yes, you know the vibe.